What is good, YouTube? Welcome into Atlas Thug. I know I didn't get one off last week. I'm gonna follow that up. I'll do two on this week. But anyways, like the title's gonna say, this is Ian Crossan's greatest moment. And you can see my comment here on this little video here. There's been multiple versions it's been posted up, but the sentiment's the same. This is the shorter version. I was saying going to the gym really does make you right wing. You know what I'm saying? And if you haven't seen this, obviously you'll understand what that means as soon as I play it. But what got floated around in this last week was a bit from Alex Jones.
You're not an intellectual. You're a fake and a fraud.
And that was that he had connections, or one of his federal connections had informed him that, you know, hey, COVID lockdowns are coming back and this masking stuff, yada, yada. And he goes into more specifics about like what specific days and like for what months. And they were naming October. But here in the last few days, didn't even take the announcement from the top down. People have already been posting, such as Chris Bertman, different companies, institutions already kind of priming people for the comeback of these policies. I put out a different couple videos, one on TikTok, one on Twitter, simply just saying like, I'm not going to comply. The one on TikTok was a bit longer. I essentially was just detailing like, I don't know. Do you think the first time around, people essentially just bent over and took it? This time around, I feel like things will be different, but is that going to mean that instead of 20% of people resisting the first time around, now there's 30, 40, 50? I'm not sure. Like, I genuinely feel like a lot of it still is keyboard warrior stuff, and people will still kind of bend the knee to that kind of garbage. And it's unfortunate, but very short video. It's 14 seconds. So we'll take a listen here. Like I said, his greatest moment. And I think he's finally getting this little turnaround of like, he's been shown that these people who he keeps giving the benefit of the doubt to, like he shouldn't be. And maybe he's kind of finally coming around that corner with a combination of going to the gym and get some testosterone. He feels the confidence. He feels the and it's beautiful, man. We make sure the volume is at a good volume. I don't want to destroy your eardrums.
That is the recipe to destroy your country, is to shut it down. Don't do that again. And don't make people put fucking dirty masks on.
Nice.
I'm sick of it, man. I'm fucking sick of it. I will not do it again.
That's the mentality you have to have. 100%. No, I'm right there with him. I'll be exactly like that. And I even put in the video, like, if I get excised from society, I can't work, can't job. Like, even if the wife wants to leave me, like, I'm gone. Like, I know a lot of people feel this way, but I have just felt so hollow lately, seeing just like where this country is on two different levels. Like, you have me and those who are prepared and concerned feel like this level of like, we will not like hold the line, like Spartan type levels of just like, no, like shield up. We're not going to let you do this again. And then to see in the pop culturally world, it's just a bunch of dudes. Like, I'm not even going to explain it. Let me just go see if I can find this video here. You want to see what your pop culture is doing? So I'm pretty sure, let's see what I found it on. Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good page to follow here for this. Just inundated with this weird bald dude who's so effeminate. I'm not even going to name names. I think his name's Fauci. And then this Logan Paul and the Dylan Dana stuff. I will admit Dylan Danis is doing a net positive. But like, just look on the screen. What is this? A bunch of YouTubers like shaming each other, slapping themselves. It's like we've reached the new level of like reality TV and just sad degeneracy. Like, do you think these dudes just put a mask on? And what I want you to notice here is, who did we just see in frame over there? Oh, you guessed it. Look, it's one of the Island Boys. Mr. Like, I take weird fake videos of giving my brother head and incest stuff. One side of the culture is literally attention seeking and will do anything, absolutely anything, to stay in the public eye. And then you have a huge other faction of people who are like, I don't care if I get sent to the sent to the nines. Like, you're not gonna take my freedoms away. And it just feels like there's just this insane mental cognitive dissonance. Now, if you take it back to the tweet though, you see the comments here, man. Like, people love the energy from Ian. They love that. And I mean, obviously, like, it's hard it's hard to dislike the guy. You tell me, like, what do you guys think? I'm leaning towards there'll be a bit more resistance, but I need to see something. Seeing that from Ian was a good breath of fresh air, because I hope that's how his peers, who are of his archetype, phenotype, you know, the non-cultists, but those who are still kind of like got the hippie, happy-go-lucky kind of viewpoint when it comes to these things. They just, I guess, don't take it with the same level of seriousness as the rest of us do. But if that's how they feel, I think we're in a good position. I think if everyone can have like the level of anger about you being abused, having this face, like staring people in the eyes like that when they ask you to put a face diaper on, I think that would be powerful. And I'd love to see it come to fruition. I really would. You know, I think a lot of people at this point, with how bad the economy is, how broke everybody is, like, it's not even a matter of caring about the $5 extra. It's just like who cares? Like, no, like, we're not putting this stuff on. At least that's how I feel. No, I feel like I've been ranting a bit longer, but I wanted to make this one short, keep it short in case those of you haven't seen it. I love it. I love this kind of stuff. I guess I just feel a bit jaded with how, still from how the first go around of all of this, there should have been a lot more pushback, man. I still find it insane that like people's eyes are not open yet still to this point. Like, how could you not see what's in front of you? But time will tell, man. And who knows, maybe this is what's going to cause me to go be in a van down by the river, or hell, they'll probably take the van from me. I'll just be down by the river. And if that's the case, then so be it, man. Lord knows I'd be a much happier person if that was true, instead of having to be inundated with all of this kind of nonsense all the time. But stay tuned. I'm going to follow this up with another video of me bashing police, because I'm so over a lot of things. But that's just because the system's broken, man. Like, it's not a matter of like, how can we change this? How can we change that? It's like, no. Like what Vivek Ramaswamy is saying. Like, this stuff's rotted, bro, to the core. Like, absolutely rotted. It needs defunded, disbanded, demolished, destroyed, deleted. Like, not reform. Like, I mean, like, pure uprooting, and then just operating without this insane amount of bureaucracy that follows us everywhere. And then again, it makes you wonder, like, how many people who have free will are in those lines who pass these things along and then allow it to happen? You know, how much can grassroots efforts be effective if at no point in the chain of supply, the chain of command in these institutions, even in the private sector, if no one's willing to say no, well, then it will always be incumbent upon the weakest of us all, which are the grassroots, the peasants, the people who just are trying to live their life and get by. The burden falls to you, Western man. Which way? That's it for this one. Peace.